Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
India and Pakistan are now exchanging not only military fire back and forth with jets and tanks and whatnot, we are also watching as drones are coming in, and this is escalating a little bit. So I went and looked to see what all of this could mean. It's not good. 2019 study suggests that a nuclear war could come in 2025 after a skirmish started in Kashmir over these two countries. And that's basically where we're at. So it all starts in Kashmir, and it's all starting in Kashmir. The initial death toll, if there is a nuclear exchange, 125 million, with the outpouring of problems across the globe, reaching up to billions potentially dead from famine and other things. And that's with nobody else getting involved militarily.
Number 6.
Calls for the assignment of Space Command headquarters to North Alabama continue. We've heard this story before, but it is time still. Robert Aderholt, the congressman for the 4th Congressional District here in the great state of Alabama, Haleyville area, south of where I am sitting right now, says it's time to do this. It's been 6 years. And, quote, as we know, the United States Space Command was established more than 6 years ago. It's basically been homeless ever since. He said, I look forward to working with you and the incoming secretary to finalize the basing decision that was validated by the inspector general. He says it's time to get the politics out of this and get this done. Quote, follow the facts. And we've been pushing that for quite some time here, and it still isn't done yet. This is still ongoing. And like he said, it has been 6 years. It's over. Colorado, you lost.
Number 5.
I love the city of Birmingham. It's so inept, it's almost amusing. I mean, it's not amusing, but it's almost amusing. The Birmingham Waterworks Board called a special meeting to address issues that they don't face anymore because the board is not constituted as it was yesterday. I guess the day before. The Birmingham Waterworks Board is facing criticism for mismanagement and service issues, but the mayor of the city of Birmingham says it's not about that. It's about race. Yep, the people down in the legislature are just racist, so they've decided they want to punish the city of Birmingham by taking away their control of the Birmingham Waterworks Board and spreading that out across the region it actually serves. The Waterworks Board is trying to sell themselves for $1 to Birmingham, but they don't exist anymore, so it's impossible for them to do that. This is a legal fight that is going to be very expensive.
Number 4.
A federal judge has decided that President Donald Trump cannot be president anymore. He stopped the refugee program. He stopped the refugee resettlement program. And now a federal judge says you need to restart this program and process 12,000 refugees within the next week. Now, obviously, this is overstepping of judicial authority. They're out of control. The executive immigration powers that allowed millions to come into the country still exist, and they can go back the other way. But for some reason, we're pretending that is not the case. This is yet another issue where lower courts have decided they are going to interfere in the executive function of our government. Will the Supreme Court get involved? They absolutely should. What do you do with 12,000 refugees? You just give them money and send them into the country. That's what Joe Biden did. They've already shown you how you do it. Just do that, I guess.
Number 3.
You know, for a couple weeks now, we've seen the same story over and over and over again. That Mazda Toyota plant in Huntsville is going to be losing the SUV production that it does for Canada because of tariffs. It's going to be a big deal. People are going to lose their jobs. Yet buried in every single one of those stories is a line about how, well, actually nothing's going to change there. And we got another one yesterday. Yep, another story, same exact thing. The headline at AL.com tells you that Mazda's Alabama plant will quit making SUVs for Canada in response to Trump's tariffs. Wow, that sounds terrible. So a bunch of people are going to lose their job? No. In the story, it says the plant's operations are unaffected because they're just going to sell those vehicles inside the United States. So nobody's losing their jobs. They're just trying to make it look like people are losing their jobs. It's dishonest.
Number 2.
Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth has slammed the legislature for failing to pass religious instruction bills. One of those bills would have allowed, at no cost to the schools, that students could leave campus for elective religious instruction. But the State School Board Association and the State Superintendent Association opposed it. Why? Oh, because they're just additional arms of the AEA. I mean, that's basically what it is. They're additional arms of the AEA, and occasionally they like to flex their little tiny muscles, and that's fine. I don't know why the legislature doesn't crush them at every turn, but they continue to allow them to play. A good thing did happen. Cell phone bans in public school. Done. It's happening. It's banned. Let's get that done. Let's make that happen. And it is about time because we're seeing this in other states. It's happening. It is showing good things will happen if you ban cell phones.
Now, time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
We got a deal. We got the best deal. No one's ever seen deals as good as the deal we have. It is comprehensive, it is total, and it is the first deal after the tariffs have been announced. And that deal is, as I said, full and comprehensive. The trade deal is happening. We'll have to learn more details about what it actually means. But hopefully this is the first of many dominoes to fall here. And hopefully we will see good things happen. So not only is that going on, but we also have China in the United States. They're meeting as well here in the near future. China is facing some economic uncertainty. They're having to stimulate growth. They're having to lower interest rates down to almost zero. And they're having to do a lot here because the people in China are not having that good of a time. They've got weak consumer demand. So they're having to lower interest rates in order to stimulate the economy, something Trump wants to do here as well. And the ongoing trade dispute continues. And this is something that I think we're going to see a bit of a break on later this week, but we're not quite there yet. I predicted yesterday we would see Donald Trump sort of wave away the tariffs as soon as they do have that meeting after the first meeting. We haven't got there yet. I thought it was supposed to be yesterday, but it wasn't. It's later this week. So we'll see if Donald Trump hand waves away those tariffs after they have their first conversation. But as of right now, China struggling a little bit, and the tariff conversation is moving forward a little bit. So we got our first trade deal. What does that mean? What do the markets do? What do they react? We'll see what happens there. Also, there is no Pope still. We just got black smoke. So black smoke coming out at this particular point in time. So we still have no Pope. So we'll stay on top of that as well as we move through the morning. Also, I got to tell you a little bit about someone else you need to think about today as you move through the morning. How are you feeling today? Maybe you're coughing into the microphone. Maybe you're being gross and you're like,
I'm doing the best I can.
Well, I wasn't talking about you, but I would suggest that you maybe go see my friends over there at Star Discount Pharmacy. You might want to go see them so you can feel a little bit better. Talk to the guys over there. Like, hey, I'm coughing into the microphone and being obnoxious. What should I do? What should I do? And they'll tell you, well, here's how you can help yourself, and here's what you should do. Now, you can fill your prescriptions. You can do all these things as well. But Star Discount Pharmacy has been a pharmacy in this area for decades, and they're ready to be your pharmacy. Emily, if I wanted to go to Star Discount Pharmacy and I don't know, just pick a place. I'm in the middle of Madison. Where would I go? Where would I go?
You would go to the one in Madison off of, 72? Yeah. You just pop over there. And you know what? Every location of Star Discount Pharmacy, with the exception of 5 Points, has a drive-through. So if you're feeling icky, yucky, don't want to get out, go inside somewhere, you can swing through the drive-through, and you can find those locations. Madison, Meridianville, Bailey Cove, and Gurley, all with the drive-through locations. And, of course, there is a Star Discount Pharmacy inside of Star Market and 5 Points.
There you go, Star Discount Pharmacy. Go see those guys. Say you'll feel better. Emily's going to do just that today. Stay tuned. More coming up on WVNN.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson 7 Things You Should Be Talking About Today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.